Space, the infinite void. For as long as man has gazed upon the heavens, man has dreamed of traveling beyond the stars. Copernicus attempted to find our place in the universe. Galileo used his telescope to unravel the mysteries of the universe, and Newton attempted to classify its laws.
For the human race, curiosity, imagination, and ingenuity have been our greatest asset in our pursuit of the stars. Our desire to begin astronomical exploration gained its first legs with the space race of the 1960s, and since has inspired the creation of a wide variety of methods for space travel, both real and fictional.
Some of these methods were developed by scientists hard at work attempting to find the most efficient means of travel,
while others were created by the inner wily coyote that lives within all of us. However, if you don't spontaneously burst into flames upon turning the key, you just might find yourself on your own space journey. The sci-fi series Futurama created an example of the most impossibly efficient form of space travel which was ever devised. The engine which made it possible used dark matter to move at ludicrous speed. The engine is explained in the following dialogue between Professor Farnsworth and his clone. And these are the dark matter engines that I've invented. They allow my starship to travel between galaxies in mere hours.
That's impossible. You can't go faster than the speed of light.
Of course not. That's why scientists increased the speed of light in 2208.
Also impossible.
And what makes my engines truly remarkable is their afterburner, which delivers 200% fuel efficiency.
That's especially impossible.
Not at all. It's very simple.
Explain it.
Now that's impossible. It came to me in a dream, which I forgot in another dream.
Not all methods of space travel are contained within the pages of comic books and film reels. We have currently one alternate engine to the chemical rockets in the form of the ion drive. An ion drive functions by using the concept of electromagnetism to energize ions and use them to create thrust.
It is currently being used on military satellites and space stations. This engine is incredibly efficient but has a major drawback. Unfortunately, in a race between a craft which was equipped with an ion drive and a bobsled which was pulled by the Earth's weakest team of turtles, the ion drive would probably lose. You see, ion drives take a long time to get up to speed. For this reason, they aren't used to launch the spacecraft. To put this statement into context, an ion thruster will accelerate a satellite with a mass of 1,000 kilograms by 92,000th of a meter per second.
This efficiency makes the thruster ideal for long-range missions, but its speed hinders its ability to be a viable option for manned missions.
Do you remember that kid in your neighborhood that was always trying to launch someone or something into space with only gasoline and good intention?
Sure do.
Well, that kid grew up to fund Project Orion.
Really?
Led by Ted Taylor of General Atomics and physicist Freeman Dyson, the concept was very simple. If we cause a large enough explosion behind us, we can surf the explosion like Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible.
I like that movie. Because this project was made in the 1950s, it was only natural that nuclear weaponry was going to be the answer.
I hope that those scientists hid under some desks.
Unfortunately, any launch site which used this method would become uninhabitable for about 1,000 years after the launch.
This was probably much to the chagrin of the melted scientists who didn't hide under desks.
Eventually, the concept was scrapped due to the partial test ban theory of 1963. Wormholes act as bridges connecting two points of the universe together, allowing for instantaneous travel between them. Such forms of travel have appeared in several different sci-fi programs such as Star Trek, where even the great almighty Federation scientists who have found the ways to break the laws of physics to their whim could not replicate its efficiency.
But do we have to go through all this convoluted space travel, taking possibly thousands of years when we can just cheat? I mean, wormholes could be the answers to long distances that fill our universe, by simply making other planets a hop, a skip, and a jump away. Wormholes are the ultimate form of travel without the travel. However, this method would require the amount of power that's found in 1,000 suns. But the most powerful thing that I can think of is a bolt of lightning, and that would only produce 1.21 gigawatts. So for the moment, I guess we remain grounded.
Ho ho! References.
Colony ships are one proposed method for long-distance space travel. The general idea behind the concept would be to launch a spaceship that would contain a diverse group of people in order to produce several generations which would continue the long journey to a distant land. These space immigrants would journey through the vast regions of space in order to find an inhabitable planet to colonize, where, if any intelligent life were to exist, it would immediately come to despise them.
This idea is present in real life as well as fiction. The real problem with this is how to ensure social order, genetic diversity, and group intelligence over time. The last thing the human race needs to do is to spread a group of space rednecks through the expanses of the universe.
For as long as man has gazed upon the night sky, he has dared to dream of traveling through space.
For more than the last 50 years, we have made massive progress in this goal through a variety of means. While some have used their imaginations to make this possible for the human race, others have used hard facts and figures to make it a reality.